Gothic 1 and 2 are full of hidden treasures. Here are just a few that I encountered throughout my multiple playthroughs. Let's start with the first game. If you leave the old camp through the northern gate and turn left while walking next to the stream, you will eventually encounter a small waterfall. Behind the waterfall is a small cave with some interesting goodies. In the third chapter of the game, you will be sent out to explore the orc cemetery. Inside, you will discover a huge cave system full of mummified dead orcs. Those mummies can be looted just like you would loot a chest. Some of the mummies are behind closed gates, which can be opened by pressing hidden switches scattered around the cave. The number of items you can find is quite extensive. Fisk's hut in the old camp is another great place to find some excellent loot right in the first chapter of the game. The Potion of Permanent Dexterity is the most valuable out of all of them. It's not easy to get in, as Fisk's personal guard is constantly lurking around. You will have to wait for the right time of day or use the sleep spell. Talking about potions that grant permanent attributes, in the castle of the old camp, you can find 2 potions of permanent strength. One of them is located in a chest by Smith, and the other is in the barracks in the first room on the left. Moving on to Gothic 2. Compared to the first game, Gothic 2 has many more hidden treasures. Therefore, I will only focus on the more valuable ones. In the second chapter of the game, you will get to explore the good old colony once more, even though it looks somewhat different. If you jump into the stream right around this rock and look for an opening under the water, you will be able to enter a small cave that's hiding probably the most powerful transformation scroll in the game. But we all know scrolls are for cowards. What you are truly looking for are good old weapons. There are 3 that are worth mentioning. A rapier lying on the ground by the watchtower near the owner's farm. The only caveat is the 2 big fellows standing between you and the sword. You can fight them if you know how, or you could just run in and out, making sure you don't get hit. The other sword is even better, arguably the best sword in the game, considering how much damage it deals for only 60 dexterity. The Master Sword. You will find it in the old Xardas' tower in the colony. Watch out for the demon though. The third weapon is for all the chads who prefer big, long, dual-wielding weapons. The Dragon Slicer. This one is located in a small cave near a stone circle. It's guarded by 2 skeleton warriors. A few Destroy Undead scrolls should take care of them. Wielding nice weapons is cool, but do you know what's even cooler? Well, nothing really. Amulets are pretty cool too though. There are 2 worth mentioning, both of which can be picked up in the second chapter. The first one is quite special. It can be found near Xardas' tower. Climb this ledge right above the entrance where the bandits are hiding. Continue walking north and then turn left. You will reach a small grassy area full of lizards. At the very back, lying on the ground by a tree, you will find this unique amulet. What makes it special is the fact that it will give you different attributes depending on which faction you have decided to join. But remember, it will appear from the second chapter. The second amulet is the Amulet of Strength. It can be found in a swamp near the Swamp Dragon. There are quite a few monsters in the area, so it might be challenging to get there in the second chapter. Use some scrolls or potions of speed to help you. Or don't. It's up to you really. But let's say that you don't want to wait until the second chapter to pick up some cool jewelry. Well, there is this spot between the city and Akil's farm, right above the cave where an orc is hiding. You will find some pretty cool stuff, including 2 rings that will give you strength and weapon protection. Another hiding place worth exploring is by Saggita's cave. You will have to fight some bandits to get to it, but the reward is worth it. An Elixir of Dexterity and Fire Rain scroll. The last thing I would like to mention is a scroll in the castle in the colony. If you walk upstairs from the entrance hall and open the door in the middle to your right, by the way, you will need a key to open the door, which can be found in one of the other rooms in the castle. Anyway, you will see a scroll on a table. Pick it up and read it. It will teach you how to extract the secretion from the bloodfly stinger. With this skill, You will be able to fully heal yourself every time you consume a bloodfly stinger. It won't last forever though. After consuming a certain amount, your body gets used to it, and it won't have any effects on you. But it's still a really useful skill to know, especially if you're the type of person who is consistently short on healing potions. So, these are all the hidden treasures that I wanted to share with you. Let me know if you found them useful, or share your favorite hidden treasure locations that I didn't mention. Anyway, thank you for watching.